Hey everyone, today we're back with Ron Burdge, the nation's top RV lemon lawyer. We're diving into another real life RV case. We'll explore a situation where a travel trailer that's been plagued by nearly a year of repair issues, including electronic glitches, is putting the manufacturer's warranty to the test. Ron will walk us through why this case might be strong or weak and what it could mean for RV owners who are facing similar struggles. If you've got your own RV issues or questions about handling RV warranties and repairs, drop them in the comments section below. Ron will be addressing some of your questions in future videos. So let's take a deep dive into the case and see how RV lemon lawyer Ron Burdge evaluates it and what you can do if you're stuck in a similar situation. Let's get started. I really believe that these little sessions, these shorter version videos that you and I are doing, I think that they're having a positive impact on RVers because they're real life stories. What we're doing today is you picked out another possible case that the Burdge Law Firm may be able to help, and you're going to tell us about it and why it's a good case or why it's not a very good case. So I've teed it up for you, Mr. Burdge. What you got?
I think you're right. Talking about the kind of a situation, sort of letting the RV owner look over my shoulder and see what is it this lawyer who does a lot of this stuff is looking for, and is that my problem? Is that my kind of a situation? That at least helps them understand whether or not they ought to go to war over this, so to speak, whether they need to fight about it. I got one that we just talked about at the office the other day. And this is a travel trailer from one of the not huge manufacturers, but one of the bigger manufacturers that's been in the news for a lot of other problems. This was bought from a Wyoming dealer, and it's a hefty enough price, getting around 100 grand or so. 340 days out of service in the first year. 8 different times in and out of the repair shop. Never went to the factory, probably because they couldn't get out of the dealer long enough to do that. Several dozen defects, with the most serious probably being a total loss of power, all of the house power, for no real clear reason. And this has one of the more common things that I've been seeing for about 5 years now or so, and that is the control pad. A lot of these RVs now, once you get past $100,000, and particularly when you get higher up, they have a control pad, much like an iPad kind of a thing, where a lot of the electronics are controlled with the RV by using that pad. Well, a lot of these pads, and they're only made by a handful of manufacturers, a lot of these pads have malfunctions that exist either because you've got a software problem in the pad, or you've got the electronic system not hooking up properly to the pad, or you've got an RV problem on the other side of the electronics, which the electronics can't figure out. And when the electronics can figure it out, the iPad software can't figure it out. There are so many places where it can go wrong that it just seems like a lot of them are going wrong. Even though it's a great idea, great concept, and a lot of them are good designs, but it's kind of like you get Bill, Bob, Fred, and Mary together to build an RV out in the backyard, and it doesn't always work real well. Well, in this particular case, it was in so long and so much trouble, the manufacturer extended the warranty another year. Well, that sounds good, except now it's been in the shop for another 10 months straight, and it's still got problems. At some point, you reach the point where it's kind of like, I give up.
Oh,
And then this one, I think they're long overdue for that.
does the manufacturer's willingness to extend the warranty in that situation help your client's case because it shows some kind of admission that we got a problem here? Does it help or not?
It helps in several respects, and in some respects it will hurt, but very little. Most of all, it does help. The fact that they're willing to do it, they'll argue that that was just because we care. Well, we'll sit back on the other side of the courtroom and then we'll argue it wasn't because they care, it's because they knew all hell was going to break loose if they don't get this taken care of. And that's what the real truth is. And I think that's what a jury understands. This bit about caring can best be seen to be true or false by the number of repair trips and the amount of time in the shop. If they care, they don't let it get that bad. That's basically the way I approach it in a courtroom. So the idea that they gave you the extended warranty, what that ought to be to the RV owner is a signal that they know they're wrong, because they do, although they'll never say it out loud.
So it's a good thing if you can get them to extend the warranty. That's not an admission of guilt, but it is a really positive sign that may go in my favor if this thing moves forward and has to go to court.
Yeah, but you got to be careful, because some of these RV companies, they're very clever about it. They'll tell you, they won't say that they're extending the warranty, okay? The original warranty, in other words, they won't touch that. They'll let that expire. And instead, what they'll say is, we'll give you a 6-month or a 1-year goodwill that will be on the same terms as the original warranty. That kind of language. Sometimes it means something legal, sometimes it means something less. What you want to do as an RV owner is just simply say, I want you to extend my original warranty another 6 months, 1 year, whatever it is, but talk about the original warranty terms, because that covers a whole lot more than this goodwill. You know what a goodwill warranty really is? It's a promise that maybe we'll fix it, maybe we won't, but you can't do anything about it. That's essentially the promise.
So the language is essentially, we want you to extend our original factory warranty, period. And when they say, here's what we're going to do, does that mean you're extending my original factory warranty? And you're not extending get them to say yes or no, and keep sticking to it in a nice way is what I'm hearing you say. And don't just accept it. Yeah, we promise we're going to take care of it. You bet you will.
Absolutely, you're right on that. But what you'll find is that some of these RV companies will tell you all of that over the phone, and then you'll never get piece of paper one. So it becomes your word against theirs. So what you need, and they'll always tell you, well, don't worry about it. We got it in the computer here. We'll take care of that. Well, once again, it's a would you, could you, maybe. The way to protect yourself if they won't give it to you in writing is after they agree to it. And by the way, you should be making notes when you're talking to them on the phone about this. After they agree to it, get the name, and then on a piece of paper write down the date, the time, what you said, what they said, and then send a thank you very much confirming email to them, or a letter thanking them for extending the warranty as they promised to do. And then you've got a written document that you can prove. You know, not only did they do it, Judge, but I made notes, and on top of that, I sent them this nice letter thanking them for it. And then the question becomes, did they send you something back refusing to go along with what you said they said? They hardly ever will do that. They go on to the next person on the phone.
If you think you may have a lemon RV, find out for free at rvlemonlaw.com. Again, if you think you might have a lemon RV, find out for free at rvlemonlaw.com.